Hi friends, welcome to InnerDecode, where we peel back the layers of the human body, mind, and soul to uncover the hidden codes of our existence. Today we're diving into something that's both primal and profound: sex. Not the clickbait version, not the Hollywood fantasy, but the raw, scientific truth. What actually happens inside your brain during sex? We're talking about chemical cascades, ego death, and the invisible wiring that turns desire into connection. If you think sex is just physical, this will blow your mind. Let's decode it. Everything begins in the mind. Before a single touch, the brain is already at work. It all starts in the limbic system, the emotional command center of our brain. A glance, a scent, a thought, and boom, your brain fires up like a supercomputer loading an ancient survival script, ready for action. Enter dopamine, the craving chemical that drives our desires. It doesn't ask why. It just screams, "I want this," and it wants it now. It floods the nucleus accumbens, making the idea of sex irresistible. This is evolution's trick. Make pleasure so powerful you'll chase it at all costs. Crazy fact: the dopamine hit from orgasm can match or exceed the highs from heroin. You're not just aroused, you're being neurologically hijacked. Let's not forget, visual and emotional triggers, like eye contact, a specific memory, or even emotional tension, can intensify brain activity before physical touch even begins. This is why the context of intimacy deeply affects the brain's interpretation of pleasure. Research note: the brain's mirror neurons may also play a role, mimicking your partner's expressions and emotional cues, enhancing empathy, connection, and shared arousal. The physiology of sexual response. Understanding sex involves more than psychology. It's also about the body's physical transformation. The classic model by Masters and Johnson, published in 1966, outlines 4 key phases. Phase 1. Excitement, also known as arousal. Heart rate and breathing rise to 110 to 120 beats per minute. Genital vasocongestion begins. Erection in males, lubrication in females. Nipple hardening, skin flushing, and clitoral or labial swelling occur. Sensory pathways activate the hypothalamus. Phase 2. Plateau. Responses from arousal intensify. Heart rate climbs to 120 to 140 beats per minute. Blood pressure spikes and respiration deepens. Muscle tension builds and a sex flush appears. Phase 3. Orgasm. A sudden release of neuromuscular tension occurs, leading to a profound sense of relief. There are rhythmic contractions every 0.8 seconds, creating a wave-like sensation. In males, ejaculation happens through vas deferens and penile contractions, expelling semen. In females, uterine, vaginal, and pelvic floor contractions take place, aiding in reproductive processes. Heart rate peaks above 150 beats per minute, indicating intense physical exertion. The duration ranges from 3 to 15 seconds, varying from person to person. Phase 4. Resolution. The body returns to its baseline physical state. Blood flow and muscle tension subside. Males enter a refractory period, while females may be capable of multiple orgasms. This phase is often accompanied by feelings of warmth, peace, and fatigue. Let's quickly recap the 4 phases of sexual response. First, we have excitement, where arousal begins. Then, the plateau phase, where arousal is sustained. Next is the climax, the peak of sexual pleasure. Finally, the resolution phase, where the body returns to its resting state. While the body experiences visible changes, the brain is performing a complex dance of neurochemical signals. This intricate process is what we call the neurochemistry of sex. Several key brain regions are involved during sex. The hypothalamus regulates hormone release. The limbic system governs our emotional response. And interestingly, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and social behavior, quiets down during climax. All right, let's dive into the fascinating world of chemistry in our bodies during sex. It's truly amazing how our bodies react. There are some key chemicals involved in this process. First up, we have oxytocin, which promotes bonding and trust between partners, making them feel closer. Then there's dopamine, which activates the brain's reward pathway, giving us that feeling of pleasure and satisfaction. Endorphins come into play as well, acting as natural painkillers and mood boosters, enhancing our overall well-being. We also have vasopressin, which strengthens attachment and deepens emotional connections. And serotonin, which helps regulate post-orgasm calmness and mood, keeping us balanced. Quite a cocktail, isn't it? Our bodies are truly fascinating. Now, here's something that might just blow your mind. During an orgasm, there's a temporary loss of ego. Yeah, you heard that right. It's like a little moment where the boundaries of self dissolve. And here's another intriguing fact. Your prefrontal cortex, which is the seat of logic, self-awareness, and ego, literally shuts down during orgasm. It's as if the brain takes a little break from being rational and just lets go. Fascinating, isn't it? That means you stop thinking. You lose the sense of you. You dissolve into the experience. It's the same mental state found in deep meditation, psychedelic trips, and even religious ecstasy. So when ancient mystics said sex was a path to the divine, they were onto something. Science now backs it up. Thought experiment. If orgasm mimics ego death and timeless awareness, could it be nature's way of giving us glimpses into our deeper consciousness? Afterglow. The emotional code. When the waves of climax fade, your brain doesn't just power down. It writes emotional memory into your neural blueprint. Oxytocin makes you feel trust, closeness, even love. Vasopressin strengthens bonding and monogamous behavior. Did you know? Monogamous animals like prairie voles literally get addicted to each other thanks to oxytocin. Humans may do the same. But not everyone gets the glow. If sex happens without emotional safety or connection, dopamine spikes without oxytocin support. And that can leave you feeling anxious, detached, empty. It's not in your head, it's your hormones out of sync. Clinical note. People with anxiety or trauma histories may experience emotional withdrawal post-intimacy, not because something is wrong with them, but because the brain interprets vulnerability as threat. Health benefits of sexual activity. Science backs up the idea that sex isn't just enjoyable, it's also good for your body. Boosts immune system via increased immunoglobulin A or IgA, lowers stress by reducing cortisol levels, acts as natural pain relief through endorphin release, supports cardiovascular health as moderate exercise, improves sleep thanks to post-orgasm prolactin, stabilizes mood and fosters emotional well-being. The philosophy of pleasure. So what is sex, really? It's not just about bodies, it's about energy, emotion, and ego. A moment where logic shuts down, time disappears, and you become more than yourself. Sex is vulnerability. It's transcendence. It's a coded experience handed to us by evolution and interpreted through consciousness. Philosophical truth. In the bedroom, you're not just a person. You are a pulsing field of energy, momentarily freed from identity. In ancient texts, Tantra describes sexual union as a sacred act of merging energies, dissolving duality to achieve wholeness. Mystics believe that sexual energy, often referred to as kundalini when channeled mindfully, becomes a tool for awakening. Now you know sex doesn't just feel good. It rewires your brain, alters your chemistry, and has the power to transform your consciousness. At InnerDecode, we uncover what's hidden in the obvious, the sacred in the scientific. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and join us every week as we decode the mind, body, and soul. Stay aware, stay decoded.